How hard is it to win a World Cup? Poofda.
Don't really know, I never did it before, so.
Well, I don't think that I know because I haven't done it, because it's too hard. I think racing is so fascinating because you're pushing it to the absolute limit.
You know, I love car racing, motorcycle racing, anything like a foot race. Like, I just love like that competitiveness and that competition that racing brings out of people.
I guess you could maybe compare it to doing like an exam or something that you've done months and months to study for, and it all comes down to this one moment.
Everybody here would get an A+, but when you line everybody up next to each other and see who can do it 1% better than the next guy, then it gets really competitive.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
Well, we've been better, but we're fighting. We're both paying the price for our over the bars last week.
Exactly Angel's place.
I'm dislocated up this way, and when I got up and grabbed onto the bars, I just squeezed the bars really hard, and it crunched it back into place. That rope, I don't like that rope. It wasn't there any other running practice. It was like stuck in the ground the rest of the weekend, so it just, one of those unfortunate situations where there's nothing you can do.
You realize there's not that much difference between the bad race and a good race aside from results, because you prepare the same. It's a combination of their training program, bike setup, support, parts you're running on the bike, how you slept the night before. Weather plays a factor.
It must be easier when you won the race 3 years in a row to say you're going to win it again. When you get here, you feel good. When you can start out with that, you got the momentum rolling that you can build through the weekend.
This is where the eagle comes down, picks me up, glides me along my way. The wings of freedom. Parkour.
It's going to be rough.
Grass section, no more huge hole.
This is where I crashed last year.
Boom! Get you! I'd make it death.
I'm gonna give the roost over here.
2 inches of rain, sun during the day, and some breeze on the side. Now I'll just take a water. The water will be fine.
It's an inside to jump to thread the needle. Doesn't look that bad if it's dry. Boom. One step at a time. No sudden moves. Gonna be like a runaway train. Whoa.
I wish they would have put that in.
You just go over there and send it, and then you land, and then you just drift over the grass.
It's just getting rough, braking bumps, like looks like a motocross track in some spots, which is sick. The way that they tape the course kind of makes the whole track ride differently, and that's really cool to see.
It's good, dude. There's a burn-in low line from B practice, but I think there'll be a high line from our practice that burns in too, so it'll be cool to see what it looks like this afternoon. First team, and then you have like a slippery turn, and then you just jump from a stump to the roots.
It flows really good, and it's fun to ride.
If I could and it was just a matter of pain, I'd be all on it. But it's just not. It's just a matter of strength. Like I literally, if I jump into braking bumps, my hand will come off the bars and I will devastate myself. I was just trying to tape my hand and see if I could get it into some sort of position where it was comfortable and strong, and then just became apparent really quick that wasn't gonna happen. So I just cruised down and tried to figure out where all the lines were so that if this thing starts feeling better, like at least I have an idea in my head of where I want to go.
Feeling pretty good. I like it. It's kind of been slippery in some parts, but it's good. I like it. I kind of felt pretty good first 2 runs, and then it came worse. Like I wasn't feeling bad in my shoulder, and then my shoulder started hurting, so I kind of like riding weird. What do you think here? Inside or outside? It's actually less line options than I thought when I walked it, but there's just like a couple of really key ones here and there that give you a really good exit speed.
My wrist is really short, but I want to make it go.
So I'm just doing my part, like I'm doing everything I can so that if somehow I feel great on Sunday, I'll have a shot at doing well.
It's like, well, every single guy out here is better than they were last year by a lot. So are you better than you were more than the rest of the guys? So that's what the challenge is.
Physical training is easy. It's the easiest part to it. But when you're speaking about mental, I think mental is way harder than that.
It's a combination of things. Like a lot of people could say, oh, it's just a mental thing, but it's mental, it's physical, there's speed, there's a little bit of luck involved, there's all kinds of variables, and to win consistently, you really got to have everything dialed. I'm not going to talk about it much more because...
Can you show me if the season is ending?
Just going for a gondola ride into the clouds, it appears. It's a bit of a helpless feeling, really. It's not like a noise on the bike that I can track down and make go away, or like, I don't have any spare thumbs. If I did, yeah, I checked. Yeah, there's not any. Water, Howell, Peter's jersey. There's some pretty fun games in here. There's one where it's completely dark and you reach in blind and you have to guess what it is. It's rubber. Dude, it's a rubber duck. Dude. I don't know, man. This one just feels like a pile of rocks. Dude, nailed it. Let's go 3 for 3. Okay, so there's something loose in there and it feels like the rubber. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be guessing. Dude, wow. I just found a watch.
I definitely wasn't up to top 20 pace this morning. So I did another run and it was kind of starting to feel better, and I was thinking about it and I still didn't really know, like, because I was like, yeah, I don't think it's going to feel very good, but way better from yesterday. Like,
The zip line be a bit smoother.
I can't believe that it somehow is better today. I just wanted to get some experience on the track for tomorrow. So I was like, all right, we're doing a qualifying run, like I'm committed.
Gwin on course.
I'm a little bit bummed to be around 20th right now. I want to be up further, but at the same time, like 10 guys on every second. So if I'd have found a second, I'd have been up there scoring points.
Nico on course.
I'm happy with that, honestly, because normally I was kind of like, if I have an issue, I like just throw it away. Yeah, I tried my best, like my bike wasn't very good speed, so I was kind of like trying to pedal everywhere I could, and
Angel on course.
but not good enough.
Angel in P65. Angel doesn't go through.
I've had like 3 different types of cream on this thing. Tylenol, Advil, acupuncture, electroshock stuff, Epsom salt, mineral pool, doing everything. Got tape, I got a brace, I got 2 different models of glove, 2 different sizes of gloves. I have different grips on this weekend. We're really tried.
What else you got?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I'm doing everything I can think of.
Good.
Awesome, thank you, dude.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. Yep.
Traffic's backed up on 405 this morning, rush hour. Everybody's commuting. Some to work,
That's my question.
some to play.
My first run today compared to 2 days ago was probably about 2 minutes faster, and that's not an exaggeration. Felt pretty good. I could follow this guy down.
I want to do a 3:19 today. I think that'll put me inside the top 20. So yeah, just focusing on what it takes to ride that time.
Just a solid finish is what he needs.
Quality of my race run, like my mindset dropping in was good.
0.9 was a split 3, yeah? Yeah, down.
I was pushing pretty hard at the top because I knew the times were going to be so close, and ran wide in a couple of spots and kind of got out of control a few times, but just kept on hammering.
On the bottom one as Verlani got left in the rocker.
Overjumping that jump on the motorway, I was a little bit bummed out with.
as far as the time goes. But overall, just happy with that run. Happy I was pushing more and just kept racing forward to the bottom.
Good run, good run. 3:17.7. Nico just finished in P5 with a solid run of 3:17.72.
I was bummed, dude. I thought it was over this weekend. Like, it was just feeling so bad. No amount of will was gonna push through that pain and the way this thing was feeling. But after qualifying yesterday, like, this thing started feeling good, and it kind of popped in practice yesterday, and I got a little more range of motion, and it hurt, but I could at least kind of hold on. So I was excited for today, but then it was just a matter of, like, can I get up to speed and figure out the track with only a couple of runs. So. It was difficult. It felt like I was ready for a qualifying run, not a race run. When I went into it, I was still trying to figure out lines and hadn't really got up to speed yet. So yeah, I just kind of had to figure it out as I went. So that was my mentality, was like, just drop out of the start gate and just do the best you can. Like, I knew I didn't have everything dialed, but I was gonna do the best with what I had. So the run was pretty sweet, but I made a couple of pretty costly mistakes, a few at the top and then a few towards the bottom, and that's what really lost it for me. So I didn't let my mind get out of that mode. Even though it was looking realistic, like we weren't gonna have a shot at it, I still prepared as good as I can, so if something crazy happened and this thing started feeling better, which it did somehow, which I'm literally like kind of blown away, I wasn't expecting it, then we would be in a position to perform well today, and that's kind of how it ended up. So yeah, man, I'm stoked. But being that close and knowing I had that time, that's always hard. But I'm happy though, for sure.
Well, still a lot of boys to go, and I thought 3:10 might be a winning time, but it's so slippery up there right now. It's hard to say.
But today I knew I left probably 3 seconds on the track, and so I was like, man, like, I don't like sitting there when it's like that, because I know there's a good chance someone's gonna beat it.
How far down is it? 500. It's one heck of a result, my friend.
There's not much in it. It goes out quick. Cheers.
Please stay with it.
Come on. up you go. You good? Keep it going.
That's a lot.
He's gonna be crushing this.
Refuel all the action on the Red Bull.
I got it.
Once again at home. So excited to see you.
They call me the closet.